Hi YouTube, now full disclosure here, this video does not contain any revolutionary mysteries about Tintin or any of the other featured series. It's just a little something from my childhood that I found interesting and hopefully you may too. So, kids franchises are generally supposed to be suitable for their young audience and not give them any scares, right? Sometimes a child gets an unintended scare, i.e. something that was not supposed to be scary is scary to the kid. This happened to me on a number of occasions, some of which I'm going to be looking at today. First of all, we go way back to one of my earliest memories. It's fuzzy, but still alive in my head. I do not know my exact age. I'm hazarding a guess between 1, 2, 3, 4 at the most, just because I know that was when I left this house, and I know that this memory took place in this current house. So somewhere up to 4, but it seems younger, maybe 1, 2, something like that. So yeah, I was in my first house. This was in Heathrow, in a place called Dagenham. You may know it as Dagenham. And yeah, I feel like I'm in a cot. It could have been a bed, but well, no, I guess at that age, it's probably a cot, and it feels like I'm in a cot. That would make sense. And I think my mum may have just read me a story, possibly one of the book series I'm about to talk about. For I can envision there is a collection of books near me, which I'm guessing is on some kind of shelf. I can't really remember what the shelf looked like, but obviously I'm guessing the books never just floated above my cot, so they must have been on the shelf. And it's a set of Rupert the Bear books. Yep, Rupert, that cuddly classic figure Rupert. I always liked Rupert as a kid. My mum knitted me an excellent Rupert the Bear teddy that I've still got to this day. Big fan of Rupert the Bear, no problem with it at all, apart from with today's story. So anyway, there's this book, just one book of this. I don't know if we've got a complete collection of Rupert the Bear, but we've got a lot of them. You've probably seen these classic Rupert the Bear books before. We've got a lot of them, I reckon a great deal of them, but there's just one out of all of them, one that I have this feeling that I always avoid each day, and in this particular memory I remember avoiding it on a certain day. Wherever I move, I'm avoiding it. Whether I'm around the cot or whether I'm somewhere else in the room, I just have this feeling I've been trying to avoid it in this memory. The reason why, because this book scares me. I don't know if it's the contents of the book inside or whether it's just the front cover, because I know the front cover definitely scares me. On thinking up this video, I tried to find the cover that I had not seen for all those years. Now I'm now 30, to give you an idea. All I have to go on is I have the word giant floating around my head, but I do a Google search for giant in the title along with Rupert the Bear, and it does not come up with any results. Image wise, all I have in my head is I'm sure that it was a man on the front of this cover that I was scared of, and a bearded man at that. I'm sure it was something to do with a man having a beard. So what I do is I go back to Google, this time images, and I Google search all the front covers of the Rupert the Bear books. And I found a website that actually contains all of these covers. Now, the moment I see this cover, I have a strong feeling of a connection to it far away. So what gave me the creeps about it as a kid, I honestly don't know. Maybe it was the idea of a giant. I did just have a recurring nightmare about a giant that was after me, like many people do, although I remember that being in my later life. Maybe once I had a scary dream after reading this book, and then my imagination ran wild, I don't know. Who knows, but I bet Rupert the Bear is not the first figure you would have thought of when scary comes to mind.